The much improved weather here at Cadwell Park as James Wainwright pulls up there onto pole position for the Triumph 675 Challenge. Michael Booth alongside him, number 8, Ollie Lindsell, number 33, and number 7, James Dye. That's the front row of the grid. There's Mike Dommett, the CEO of the BMCRC, the club that runs these championships on the track, and a great start all the way. And this time, either AJ Hutchinson's in reverse or they put the camera on the front of the bike. Lovely shot there as they run up from Coppice through Charlie's. Now the beginning of a long straight here at Cadwell Park, all the way down the dip of Park Straight. Very quick indeed, and this is where you nearly need to get your line right. You line up to go into Chris Curve over the top of the rise and then settle down to this long right-hander where Greg Lavia and Leon Haslam found it the track not quite wide enough, I seem to remember, not so long ago. The exit of Chris Curve leads you down into the sharp right-hander at the top of the gooseneck, then heeling over to the left and down this very wicked steep hill towards Mansfield. There, this dished left-hander, which is an overtaking place only for the brave or the foolhardy. Then the short burst down towards the S's, and this takes you into another very daunting part of Cadwell Park, into the bottom of the mountain. Left you go, and then right, and then sharp burst up the hill, and if you don't get airborne, you're not trying. Along the top under the clubhouse there at Cadwell into Hall Bends, a left, right, left, then down into the infamous Barn Corner, which once again the exit there under the trees, over onto the right and down onto the start-finish straight to complete a lap of Cadwell Park. Well, that's what it looks like from the bikes. And leading across the start-finish line, James Dye from James Wainwright and Ollie Lindsell. And James Wainwright there just tipping it off as he turns right, and he's binned it across the grass. He slides up, he gets okay, but absolutely livid. Well, a bit of a, hey, that's the way things happen gesture there, but what a day for James Wainwright. A jump start, and then binning it at the first corner of the second lap. What a terrible shame for him. Back at the front, it's James Dye that leads. And, well, you know, somebody's misfortune is always good fortune for somebody else. We have Michael Booth there in third, chasing Ollie Lindsell up the hill. But ahead of them, James Dye. And the Triumph Challenge just at this stage again. There goes through the leader, Ricky Chadwick. So Dye up the front, then Lindsell under pressure from Michael Booth, and just behind them in fourth place, number 55, there is Steve Smith. Steve, who looks to be improving with every race in this Triumph Challenge, and closing in fourth place. James Dye up there, passing the spot where James Wainwright disappeared across the grass. And there, Steve Smith chasing that little group ahead, the leaders down Park Straight. Little look over the shoulder there from Ollie Lindsell. Don't worry, Ollie, he's still right with you. Mr. Booth in the wheel tracks, fresh from his win earlier on today. And there, that lovely shot from the bike of AJ Hutchinson. AJ over from Ireland. He's loving this series, and I know his family over as well. Certainly seen his dad with a video camera in his hand. And there, Ollie Lindsell. Well, I said you'd have to be brave or foolhardy. He's brave. He chucks it down the inside at Mansfield and takes the lead. There, Rob Guinan just ahead of the challenge leader, Ricky Chadwick, as they run down through the same point. And Jack Sim right on their tail as well. So two young guns with the leader of the older challenge riders tucked in between them. And the leaders up the mountain there is meanwhile coming down from the gooseneck, Tony Hart trying to make a move on Josh Cahill, but Tony just runs straight on, missing the rear wheel of Josh by a few inches. And up onto the grass runs Tony Hart. He was running second in the challenge at that point. But meanwhile, back at the front, Ollie Lindsell under pressure. Michael Booth in second now. James Dye in third. These three absolutely tied together. And look at James Dye making a bid for the lead. Can't quite squeeze through at Coppice. Ollie Lindsell, James Dye and Michael Booth. These three at the front are all now race winners. So if things stay like this, one of these guys is going to pick up a second win of the season. Who's it going to be? Well, it could be all of them or none of them at this rate. 3 abreast they go into Chris Curve. Meanwhile, behind, Ricky Chadwick's got ahead of Rob Guinan. Rob Guinan still has Jack Sim for close company. These 3 having a wonderful race for those positions. But look at the front now. James Dye, Michael Booth, Mug Ollie Lindsell at Mansfield, just where Ollie took the lead. He now loses it and goes down to 3rd. AJ Hutchinson, his lovely forward-facing camera up there at the top of Chris Curve, but back at the front, it's half a lap to go for the leaders. One of these 3 could become the first double winner in the Triumph 675 Challenge this year. And there, Ben Cater being pursued by Paul Davis. But meanwhile, back at the front, the checker flag being made ready. Will it be James Dye? Will it be Michael Booth? Well, here they come. Ollie Lindsell just sat behind them in 3rd, but it is James Dye that's out of the last corner and down towards the start-finish line. Will he be the first double winner? He certainly will. Yes, thank you. I'll have some of that. And Ollie Lindsell, bit of a despairing shake of the fist there. He knew it could be his. But not to be. Steve Smith finishing in a good 4th place. And yes, James, he's saying to himself, thank you. Numero uno, James Dye, the winner. Michael Booth 2nd, Ollie Lindsell 3rd, Steve Smith 4th, Ricky Chadwick 5th and leading challenge runner, and Rob Guinan, an excellent 6th place, pursuing Ricky Chadwick all the way. And there he is, the winner, James Dye. 2nd, Michael Booth, and 3rd, Ollie Lindsell. A wonderful race here at Cadwell, and we caught up with them for a chat in the paddock afterwards.
Mike, a win and a 2nd place here at Cadwell today. You're getting the grips with this Triumph?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a great weekend. The bike's been good all weekend. Managed to get myself on a good grid position, so yeah, fantastic weekend.
Jimmy, race 1 today, you were off the rostrum, but you made up for it in that 2nd one.
Yeah, I had a really bad first race. I just couldn't get on the pace, and 2nd race I was feeling a lot better, more confident on the bike, and it all came together.
And on the challenge rostrum, once again, it's Ricky Chadwick taking the win from Greville Ball, and a recovering Tony Hart picking up 3rd place.
Ricky, another 2 wins in the triple challenge class here at Cadwell. Good event for you?
Very good. I'm very pleased at the end of the day. I thought some of the triple challenge riders had been a little closer to me, but on the 2nd race they started to eat into the margin, so I really had to knuckle down and concentrate.
Tony, a good 2nd position in race 1, but down to 3rd in race 2, a bit of an interesting moment.
Yeah, it was a very interesting moment. We were dropping down into Mansfield and trying to muscle it with the young guns, as old boys are trying to do, and he kindly shut the door on me, which led me to take a little bit of grass up over the top of the hill and back down the other side, and by then Greville had made his way through, and a few of the others, and yeah, had a bit of open space to pick it all back up again.